Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam yashala, kuhaloimla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Jachanan the Waf just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I was reading in the book of Psalms today, chapter 24. And the very first verse, it's something that I've been seeing quite a bit, something that I've been, reading through the book of Psalms and just throughout the scriptures, period, that the Lord, he takes care of everything, even though the so-called white man, he may be the wicked that the Bible speaks of, but still he feeds that man. You see, he feeds the fish, the birds, the animals, lions, tigers, bears, you name it. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is in control of all things. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this particular lesson is because, you have the main problem with the Christian church and a lot of these heathen, when the Hebrew Israelites are out on the highways and byways and they're saying that the Lord is only for Israel. When we say that, we mean that, the Lord only made a covenant with Israel. He gave the law, statutes, and commandments to Israel. He chose Israel as a chosen people. And that's just that. And, you have these Christians. And I mean, I can see why they would think of that, carnally, from a logical explanation, so to speak. Why would the Lord create all these people to just love one set? Why? We all bleed the same blood. You heard all the sayings. We're all human. There's only one race, the human race. You've heard all these things before. And it just makes sense carnally or logically. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into the scriptures and you really put it together, you have to realize that, hey, the Lord wasn't dealing with Pharaoh like how he was dealing with Moses and Aaron. The Lord told Moses to go into Egypt. Tell Pharaoh to let my people go, possessively, my people. He didn't say, hey, go in there and tell Pharaoh, hey, we're about to all just have a grand party out in the wilderness. Bring everybody. We're going to do some sacrifices. And, I'm going to tell you what to do. No, he sent them in there to get the children of Israel out. My people, Israel. So that's hard for a lot of people to believe that the Lord is only dealing with one nation. Now, what they do is they'll tell you, well, that was just the Old Testament. That's not now. The Lord, he loves everyone now, But when you go into the New Testament, it's the same thing. It's just that white Jesus Christianity has been forced on the people throughout a half millennial. When you have that amount of time to push your agenda on people, and each generation is growing up from a baby, learning the Christian song, Jesus loved me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so, then it's kind of hard to get outside of that, man. It's like a lot of people right now, they're out shopping for Christmas. They'll tell you, oh, yeah, we know that Santa Claus is not real, but it's for the children. So what does that do? It carries on to the next generation. It's for the children, because those children grow up, they get old enough to say, oh, there's really no Santa. But then what do they do? They grow up, they get jobs, they have careers, and they, celebrate the same holidays all over again. You see, I'm looking at world news right now. I just, got it on mute. And I want to say it's over in Hungary, where, basically they're damn going hungry. They're damn near the name of their country. Why? Because of inflation. And they have inflation. And that's a lot of European countries. But the thing that stood out to me is this one lady. She was like, yeah, our Christmas is not going to, like, y'all celebrate. But I mean, hey, this is what they do. America, people have drunk the wine of America, and they all celebrate these wicked ass holidays, believing that some fat, jolly white guy's coming down the chimney. And they don't even have a damn chimney. A lot of them over there living out of damn sheds, wondering how they're going to heat the homes because of what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. Right. But, I just wanted to say all that to just get off into this lesson. And this is what Psalms chapter 24, verse 1, it says, the Psalm of David, the earth is the Lord's, Yahweh, and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. So everything is the Lord's. So if it belongs to him, and he possessed it, he created it, can he do what he want to do with it? Can he do what he want to do with it? That's like you might have a pair of, old ass socks that the heels is busting out. Hey, you have an opportunity to either sew the heel up on the back, or you can throw them away, which a lot of people do these days. They'll just throw the damn socks away, go get a brand new pack. Why? Because they own those socks and they can do that. You see? So the Lord, he can do what he wants to do. But like I said, these people, they have this idea that, well, why would the Lord? Why? That's why the scriptures talks about lean not upon thy own understanding, but to trust in the Lord, man. Acknowledge him in all your ways, that your steps will be ordered by him. You don't have the mindset that the Lord has. The scriptures even talks about that. We don't think like how the Lord thinks, man. We're not on his level. He can do what he wants to do with his creation. Here you go. You have all the feelings in the world. You can do whatever you want to do with all your possessions. You got a car. You might be like, you know what? I'm going to go and wash my car today. I'm going to vacuum it out, shine it up. Then I'm going to put a for sale sign on it. You have the option to sell it because why? It's your possession. Or you can say, what? You know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to sell my car no more. I got a lot of great offers. I'm going to keep my car. I'm going to get the engine redone, or I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a new paint job. I'm going to throw some new rims on it. You can do what you want with it, man. Okay, so let's get some of these precepts that goes with this. And one of them stood out too with that Exodus, but let's get this first one. Exodus 19:5, but Exodus 9:29. And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Lord Yahweh. And the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know how that the earth is the Lord's, Yahweh's. Now he gave us dominion. He gave us, dominion over all the other beasts. But the earth is his. Everything that's in it is his. He created it all. Everything is his, man. But you got these people running around out here. They proud as hell, acting as if the Lord needs them. I gave my life to the Lord about 10 years ago. And, I've been doing this, me, I. The Lord don't need you, man. The Lord don't need you. Exodus 19:5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar people. Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And who is this talking to in this particular text right here? This is talking to the Hebrew Israelites. Matter of fact, let me see here. Let's go on to get the context right here then at the top. Verse 1. In the third month, when the children of Israel, were going forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai, for they were departed from Rephidim and were come to the desert of Sinai and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. And this is going off into speaking to Israel, that the Israelites will be a peculiar treasure unto him. The Israelites will be above all the other nations. Why? Because the earth is the Lord's, the world is the Lord's, the clouds, the sun, the moon. He created all things. Here you go. You have a power this powerful, and you got people running around out here talking about as if they know what he thinks. Denouncing, basically calling him a liar. Why? The Lord wouldn't dare just pick one people over the rest. But as you're reading through the scriptures, you're seeing that he's completely destroying people on behalf of the Israelites. Come on, man. But we want to stick on the fact that the earth is his and that all these things are his. Deuteronomy 10:14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord Yahweh's, thy power. The earth also, with all that therein is. So if it's his, can't you do what you want to do with your possession? If you have a little bit of money in the bank or whatever amount of money, you can go and get you can cash out money to people. You know what I'm saying? People can ask you for money. You can say, hey, no, I don't have it to give right now. Even though you may have it. Because it's your money. Why aren't you saying, you know what? Well, we're all one people. We're all the same. I'm just going to give them what they're asking for. Just being damn foolish, man. Okay, it says, this is First Chronicles 29:11. Thine, O Yahweh, is the greatness and the power of the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Yahweh, and thou art exalted as head above all. There you go again, man. So when you get this mindset of the Lord is in control of all things and everything belongs to him, you have to have a mindset that, hey, he can do what he wants to do with it. The Lord has an elect that's out of Israel and Israel only, because he's not even dealing with all the Israelites like that. Now, did he create them? Do they belong to him? Of course, everything that's in his place. But hey, a leaf that falls off a tree, an ant that may be on the ground. Hey, the Lord created all these things, man. I mean, the list goes on and on. You can sit there for the rest of your life, man, and write out things that the Lord has created, man. That's if you can think of them. You know, our mind is puny when it comes to the Lord. You couldn't name 100 things probably that the Lord has done, man, if you sat long enough and just thought on it. It's people that have problems with listing 20 things. Well, the Lord, he created this. They might be able to give you the sun, moon, stars. He created the heavens. He created the clouds. He created people. He created the animals. He created, and then it'll start to get like, well, damn, what else did he do? What else? Everything that you see is so vast, man. You can't, it's no number. The scriptures talks about it's innumerable, man, his wisdom. So you can't sit and say, well, why would he choose just one people? Because he can. Job 41:11. Who hath prevented me that I should repay him? Hey, that's a cold saying right there. Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. Hey, and only the Lord can be proud. Like, only the Lord can brag like that. Who hath prevented me? Like who gonna stop me, man? What should I repay him? The Lord don't owe nobody nothing. He created it all, so he can do what he wants with it. Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. Can't get no, you can't get no better than that. Verse 8, this is a cold one too. Psalms 50:12. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine and the fullness thereof. The Lord said, man, if I was hungry, what the fuck am I telling you for? Why would I tell you? I can look, all the creations of mine. Come on, man. You had situations where kings like King Solomon, when he dedicated the temple, I think probably the animals or sacrifices was in the hundreds of thousands, possibly, if I'm not mistaken. Give or take, roughly paraphrasing. But I'm just putting it to a point. Hey, look, man, there was a lot of bull. I'm talking about massive animals being sacrificed. We ain't talking about, somebody just cutting a chicken throat or something like that. We're talking about big ass oxen and bulls and rams and things of that nature were far bigger back in the days than they was now. You see? Let's see what else we got. Daniel 4:25. That they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. Now this is talking about Nebuchadnezzar, if I'm not mistaken here. And they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. See? And that's the reason why the so-called white man is running things right now. Why isn't anybody questioning why the so-called white man is in control of the earth right now? Nobody is questioning that. But when it comes to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans saying that they are the Hebrew Israelites, it's this big problem. You see, the Lord gave the kingdom to the Esau Edom right now. The so-called white man is running the earth right now. The Lord placed him in power. The Lord placed him in power. The Lord took us out of power, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Israelites, man, for a time period. But now he's starting to wake us back up in the end days, because the end of this man's power, Esau Edom, that he gave the earth over into for this time period, his time is almost up. The Lord just set a time for him, man. It's almost over with. But like I said again, nobody is questioning, why is this man in power? Nobody is questioning the people that's over in the Holy Land claiming to be the people. Why aren't anybody questioning, are you really the people? Because they're in power. This is their kingdom. The Lord set them up for this particular time. Let me get that again. This end part right here. It says, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. He rules in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he will. He can give a kingdom. He gave it to a base, silly ass nation. Here you go. You got so-called white man running around. He's out here pushing his glasses up from on his nose every 30 seconds, bumping in the damn walls, can barely even, don't have no game, don't have no hipness, don't have no type of rhythm, don't have no type of nothing, man. But this man is ruling the earth. This man is ruling the earth. Come on, man. You can't tell me the Lord is not in control of all things. But this is the last precept on that. For the earth is Yahweh's. This is 1 Corinthians 10:26. For the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So I just wanted to just touch on that real quick, man. See, all that questioning, all that murmuring and complaining. Why would the Lord why would he just choose one people? Because he can. People don't look, it's like they play the Lord's power like it's just, but that's a Christian church type of mentality though. That the Lord, he needs me. He gave me this gift that he can only reach these people through me. He gave me the gift to sing, the gift of art, a gift of rapping. This is my ministry. My ministry is to rap and to pull people into the kingdom of God. Come on, man. Look, man, it don't work like that, man. The Lord is in control of all things. He already predestinated and elect to come into the fold. And that's just the way that it is, man. He chose those elect out of the elect. The people that he chose was Israel, but he chose an elect amount of people out of Israel. The firstborn spirits, man, with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, with Yahushai. Because Yahushai was created, and Yahushai created all things through the blueprint of Yahweh. See, that's another lesson as well. But hey, you can't get around the fact that the Lord, he's in control of all things. The earth is his, and he can choose whatever he wants to choose when he wants to choose it. So you can, with your Christianity, it's going nowhere. That's going nowhere. You can forget about it. Matter of fact, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you need to get out of your mindset that this white Jesus Christianity crap, man, because it's detrimental to our people. It's no truth in it. It has absolutely no power. All it's doing is destroying our people, man. Believing in white Jesus. Wouldn't even know about a white Jesus had these people not, kidnapped you and brought you to this place, man. But anyway, that's another lesson. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala.